Four people are sitting around the table.
See, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend.
Suddenly, a bomb goes off.
Those with loaded guns.
Now take the same scene and tell the audience there is a bomb under that table.
No, you dig.
So the whole emotion of the audience is totally different.
You dig.
Welcome back to the Dead Cat Podcast. I'm Christian. This is Evan. And this episode, we're taking a look at the movie Palmer, which was my pick. And I just want to start with the rating.
Yep.
This movie...
I will challenge your rating as I remind you what you've rated other things, like I do every time.
So I did not love this movie. It was not amazing, but it also wasn't terrible. So I'm going to give this movie a 7. 7 out of 10. Slightly
let's see.
Above the mid.
What else you raised to 7? You rated 1917 a 7. You rated Gladiator 2 a 7. Those were the only... those were the only two that you've rated a 7.
Because a 5 for me would be something that wasn't bad, but also wasn't good. It was just kind of like whatever, like just neutral.
You rated Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey a 5. Blood and Honey 2 a 5.
But there were things in this movie that I did like, so that's where I'm giving it a 7. What would you give this movie?
Okay. I rated a 6.
Okay.
I rated a 6. It was better than I thought it would be, considering the contents of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it did make me feel sad at the end during certain parts. It made me feel things.
That's good. I like hearing that.
I
feel like you don't do a lot of feeling when you watch movies.
Would I ever choose to watch it again? No, never.
Yeah, I'm in the same with
But the only thing I have to base it off of is the What's Eating Gilbert Grape. That's the only other movie I've seen with, that kind of follows like the disabled child storyline, and this is significantly better than that. So,
okay,
because I'm pretty sure that's like a rating of 0. So,
I think Gilbert Grape is a little different. In Palmer,
it's worse.
The kid in Palmer isn't like retarded.
No, he's not.
He likes girly things, but
he's just different.
Gilbert Grape is like full on. Well, you never go full.
Yeah,
retard,
I'm not saying that these people are on the same level. I'm just saying that it's both about a child. I guess I did say that's just, but what I meant was a child that's different.
Yeah.
So,
I liked it. This movie has been on my radar for a really long time, and I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
I mean, I guess for people who don't know what this movie's about, to sum it up, it's about this guy named Palmer, who's played by Justin Timberlake. He just got out of jail, so he's an ex-con, and goes to live with his grandma. And this kid hangs around, and this kid, I forget his fucking name. I wrote his name down. But Sam. Sam likes girly things. He likes playing with dolls, and he likes this girly TV show, and likes pink and dresses, and he gets made fun of. And the whole movie is just about Palmer, who's kind of rugged and kind of tough to love and heavy-handed. He grows attached to Sam and sticks up for Sam and defends Sam. And that's kind of the whole movie. And I like the idea. I really like the idea that someone who doesn't really agree with a boy doing girly things still like defends a person like that. That's what I love about this movie. Do you want to start with the notes? What?
Yeah. So, the movie starts off with Palmer rolling back into town, and he's going to go back to live with his grandma.
With his
From my understanding, his mom is totally out of the picture, has been since he was a child, and his dad is dead. I think his dad died while he was in jail, because he was in jail for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going back to live with his grandma, who is his dad's mom. So yeah, it starts off with him rolling into town and seeing his grandma.
And as the movie plays out, it kind of explains
Yeah, and he
why
has to like find a
he was
job
sent to
and
jail.
stuff. It does. Yeah. Do you want to just explain? We'll just explain it now. He was sent to jail because he basically took the fall for him and his buddies like robbing some rich person and getting caught. Oh, and then I think he beat the crap out of someone. He beat the crap out of, it was like
It was the
was
guy's
like assault.
dad, right?
Yeah, like the person who he was robbing wasn't supposed to be home, and he was home. And he ended up having to like beat the dude almost to death. So, yeah, so that's why he went to jail.
And he lives in a small town. It's like a place where everybody knows everybody. And
Yeah.
when he goes to jail, like all this gossip starts to boil, and it's been like a few years that he's been in jail. And when he's released, everybody like sees him as like, oh my God, that's the criminal. He's a bad kid, like that type of shit. Nobody really likes him because of the rumors that have spread. And he does have to find a job. That's part of, I think he's on parole, right? Yeah.
He's on parole.
So he has to find a job. But since it's a small town and everybody talks and they're all saying negative things about him, it's hard for him to find a job. Nobody wants to hire him. So it's tricky.
So I don't know, he does, normal person things. He goes to church with his grandma, and he goes to the bar with his old friends, and then he meets this lady at the bar, and they take an interest in each other, and then he spends the night over at her place, and then he finds out that place is actually like the neighbor of his grandma, and that girl also has the second main character of the movie, which I totally forget his name. What's the kid's name?
The kid?
Yeah,
Sam.
So this the kid, and so the mother that Palmer's spending time with has a kid named Sam.
Yeah.
So
the next thing I wrote is that the school hires him as a janitor because he was going place to place, finding a job, applying for places. Some places didn't even want to offer him an application. But he goes to the school, and he almost doesn't even get to get the janitor job because the principal didn't want to hire him. But they hire him, and then he starts working at the school, which is like the local school, and it's actually the same school that Sam goes to. So it's all tied together.
Yep. And while this is happening, the neighbor lady leaves, just up and leaves, and then at that point, Sam is staying with him and his grandma because his grandma watches over Sam when the mom leaves, because the mom is like,
She's a junkie.
She's a partial drug addict.
Yeah.
Well, I guess at the beginning she wasn't, but like as soon as she leaves, that's when she like really becomes hardcore drug addict, and she's gone for like most of the movie.
Yeah. So his grandma's supposed to be this like super nice lady, right? He stays with his grandma, and one of his grandma's rules is that if you're gonna live with me, you're gonna do what I do. So you have to go to church, and he is forced to go to church. So she's like the super nice lady, and yeah, when Sam's left alone, she takes care of him because that's like the right thing to do, the human thing to do. Is like if there's a fucking kid, parents are disappeared, fucking take care of him. So she's a nice lady, and she sends Palmer to the grocery store to pick up some things, and she gives him money, and he comes back with all the things, gives his grandma the change, and she's asking for the rest of her change because she thinks that he took some extra change, but he didn't, and he's like, here, he brings the change, he's like, count all the change, and the grandma doesn't believe him. She thinks that her grandson stole some change, but then turns out that she was wrong. He didn't take any change. And while all this is happening, they're like having dinner. And Sam is there with them having dinner. And Sam stands up for Palmer, and he tells the grandma to apologize to him, which is great. I love that. And I think there's another moment where Sam defends Palmer, and I love this kid already because he doesn't give a fuck. He's in someone else's house, eating someone else's food, telling that lady to do the right thing, and I love it. He's definitely got a spine, even though he likes girly things. He's a good dude. I like this kid. He's a great kid.
Then the grandma dies.
Yes, Evan, she fucking dies. Thank you. Great transition. Thanks.
Well, that's the next thing I had in note wise. So.
Me too.
So Palmer's like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this kid?
Yeah.
And he has this like debate in his head, and he brings the kid to a police station because his mom isn't back and he can't contact the mom or whatever. And he like leaves. He basically drops the kid off, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to throw him into Child Protective Services. So, and then he leaves and he gets to his car, and then he realizes, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to leave this kid to just Child Protective Services. So he picks the kid back up and watches over Sam.
What else?
The next note I have is about the football game. But I think
I wrote some other little things, some other little.
Doesn't
details.
he meet the teacher like one time before the football game, or is that when Palmer's introduced to?
I think that's
the
when
teacher?
they first meet because she's like volunteering at like the snack bar.
Yeah. Okay. We can talk about that.
I'm trying to
So
look for
Palmer.
my football note. What the fuck?
The next note I have is, obviously Palmer kind of like he knows that this kid is a little bit different and likes girly things, so he tries to take him to a football game. He's like, "Hey, you want to go to a football game?" Because his friends, Palmer's friends, were already going to go to the football game, and they kind of invited him over because one of their sons was in the football game. So he's like, "Hey, let's go see this football game," and they go to the snack bar. And Sam's teacher's there, and Sam's teacher kind of hits it off with Palmer, and they're like, "Oh, maybe we'll all go bowling tomorrow," and then Palmer's like, "Hey, no, no, she only invited you. She didn't invite me." And then Sam's like, "Oh no, I think we could all go." And anyways, so they planned that. And then
isn't that when Palmer said like I'm busy, I have things to do, and Sam's like, no, you
yeah,
don't.
Yeah, that happens. Then they go sit down to watch the game, and one of Sam's friends is a degenerate that keeps trying to steal Sam's cookies.
Yeah, dude, these fucking losers suck. Stealing
Keep trying to
kids'
steal
cookies.
And then Sam says he wants to be like a cheerleader.
Yeah, because instead of focusing on the football, he's focusing on like the cheerleaders and like her moves and shit.
Yeah.
So then they go bowling, and the teacher and Palmer are talking, and it seems like they're getting along. Then what? Do you have anything else for that? Because I just kind of wrote that they're getting along bowling.
I put down he grows close to the kid over time,
Yeah.
which is, it's basically just saying a bunch of movie exposition happens, none of it really too important.
Yeah.
It's just character development.
Next thing I wrote is that his grandma's house is going to get sold because she died, and he gets a call from I'm assuming the grandma's attorney, and he says that it was her wish to sell the house and have the money go to the church, and Palmer will only get $5,000. So
Yeah. Surprisingly, Palmer does not crash out. This would cause me to crash out in real life.
yeah,
But
you just got like a shitty job, and now you're gonna be homeless.
but yeah, the movie, like timeline wise, doesn't even last long enough for this to be an issue. So they
Yeah.
could have like not even included this in the movie. It wouldn't have changed a thing. The next thing I have is Palmer sees Sam being bullied at school,
Yeah,
and then Palmer does the very crazy thing of
yeah,
threatening a child's life.
yeah. I agree. So this kid is bothering Sam at school, and this kid calls him a faggot. And I mean, of course, that would upset any adult seeing another kid calling another kid a faggot, especially if this kid likes to play with girly stuff. But if you're on parole and everyone's scared of you and scared to give you a job, and you got a job at a school around kids, maybe
Yeah, you probably shouldn't assault the children.
yeah, Palmer goes up to this kid, gets all up in his face, grabs his fucking arm, and threatens him. Not the right thing to do. But I mean, that also shows a little bit of his character. He's kind of hot-headed. He doesn't really think. He kind of just acts. But
That's true.
he probably should have just gone to the principal and tell the principal like which kid it was, what happened. But
Luckily, nothing became of that.
thank God, that dude, he instantly would have lost his job.
Because he would have just gone. No, he would have just gone back to jail.
Yeah.
That would have ended the parole.
Oh, you assaulted a kid? Okay. So the next thing I got is that Halloween is coming up, and they're shopping for a costume. Is that the next thing you have too?
No, but yeah, you can put that one. I didn't have a note on that.
So they're shopping for a costume, and they're at like the local store, and Sam sees these costumes from the show that he loves. It's like this girly show, and there's two costumes. There's a princess for a girl and a prince for a boy. And Sam wants to wear the dress. She wants to wear the princess dress. And Palmer's trying to convince him to get the prince boy costume, but he doesn't. Sam wants the princess outfit. And while they're like checking out, there's this other lady that comes up to Palmer, and I forget what she says.
Yeah, she's some crazy old lady. This is ridiculous.
I think she called him like a
You know, like
criminal or
old.
something.
I can't stand it when old people don't mind their own business. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, and
Oh gosh, I
So,
think
like-
that's a pet peeve of mine.
so this old lady like starts saying these not too nice things to Palmer, and funny enough, Palmer actually just tries to walk away, but this kid said something to Sam. Palmer just jumped straight into action, but this old lady says something to Palmer, and he just tries to walk away. He doesn't say anything. It's a little weird, but Palmer just tries to walk away, and Sam actually stands up for Palmer again, and Sam says some very appropriate things back to this old lady, and Sam defends Palmer, and I love it. I seriously love Sam because he sticks up for his friends, and it's great.
Okay, before this next note, I want to preface with one of Palmer's friends is a police officer, right? And he has a wife, and they have a kid together. It's a girl or whatever. And from time to time, Sam goes over to their house for like play dates, like normal kid stuff.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
So, what happens is one of these times that Sam goes over to play with, his childhood friend or whatever. His buddy is over at the house, right? And then one of his other friends is also at the house, like the friend that had the son in the football game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, like this adult dude, I forget what he does, but like doesn't he like messes up his makeup, right?
Yeah, Sam was playing with makeup, and like he just completely rubbed it in his face and like fucked him
so
up.
like some adult dude like messed with Sam's face and like makeup, and it was bad. It's something that people should not do to children.
Yeah.
So the mom, obviously Sam is crying his eyes out, and the mom ends up dropping Sam off at the house, and Palmer learns what happens, and then he goes to the bar and beats the crap out of the dude that did that.
Yeah, I mean, he deserved it.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he goes up to the cop whose house it was where the thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And he almost tries to fight him too, but he doesn't. He kind of holds back.
Yeah.
And the cop's asking what happened, and Palmer's like, you should know it happened at your house, but he wasn't there. So
I think he was.
You think he was? You think he was lying?
No, I think he was there because there wasn't. I don't think there'd be a reason for the other dude to be there at the house if the cop wasn't there.
Good point. Yeah. Surprisingly, he doesn't get arrested for beating the shit out of this other dude.
He has dirt on that whole group, so they're gonna try not to arrest him. Otherwise it's gonna be bad.
Can you imagine if he completely beat the shit of that old lady in the store?
Yeah, he would have gone to jail for that one.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he did it. Because maybe he knew that he'd be safe by beating the shit out of his friends. But
yeah,
he knew he
did.
He wouldn't be safe if he beat the shit out of that old lady.
He did say that. He said, "Oh, they're not going to do anything." Basically because he knows what they did in the past. So, so after this, this whole time, it's been probably a couple months, and the kid's mom isn't back yet. And Palmer is, trying to figure out how to adopt the kid. He decides he wants to become the legal guardian of Sam and look over him. But then the kid's mom shows back up and takes Sam back.
And she's tweaking hard. She's visibly on drugs. And it's
she's
bad.
She's a big tweaker,
Yeah.
You got notes, or you want me to continue?
I'm reading. Because there were other things that happened, but I didn't even. I just skimmed over them. Palmer goes to talk to the kid's mom. No, wait, what? No. The cops take Sam away from his parents, right? I think that happens.
No, I think so. What I have is they're planning on moving away, right? Because I think the junkie mom is moving in with her junkie boyfriend, and so they're gonna move, which kind of makes Palmer pretty sad. But then what happens is the kid does get taken away, like temporarily, because the kid just gets straight up taken away because what's happening? She's like tweak, and Palmer's watching this all from like the house, right? So the mom's like tweaking on the couch, and the boyfriend's being abusive, and then the boyfriend ends up like pushing Sam on the ground or whatever, and then Palmer sees it, and then he comes in to the trailer home or whatever and throws the dude across the room and basically kidnaps Sam.
Yeah.
And then he ends up calling his teacher friend, who he's pretty close with at this point in the movie, like they're kind of like semi-dating. And they're like, yeah, like the police are looking for you because you kidnapped a child. So you're gonna, you should probably bring the kid back. So he brings the kid back.
And when he brings the kid back, he immediately gets arrested.
Yeah, he gets arrested for kidnapping. So, and before this, I guess, Palmer, before this whole incident happened, because this incident's at the kind of end of the movie, it's like the big climax. Palmer had tried to reason with the mom and be like, "Hey, listen, I'll pay you. I'll pay you money if you let me be a guardian of Sam, and I'll watch over him."
Because Palmer went to the courthouse trying to convince the judge to give custody over to Palmer, but failed because he's not doing good and he's not related to this kid at all in any way
as well. Yeah, I think that was the big reason.
And then he took like this paper over to his mom, because if she signed over custody, then he could get Sam. And he tried to buy Sam too. He gave the mom maybe $1,000. I don't know. He had a stack of hundreds, and he gave her some money, but she refused. She did not want to sell Sam, so that failed.
But yeah, basically, so he gets arrested, and seeing like when he gets arrested, basically Sam is broken up and taken away from Palmer, and the mom sees this happen because the mom's there, and the mom sees how much they get along. So what she does is she drops the charges, and she says that no, he didn't actually kidnap Sam, and he just took him out. So the charges get dropped, and then basically Sam gets or Palmer gets guardianship of Sam, and that's the end of the movie.
And these little things throughout the movie happen where Sam doesn't have a cell phone. Like he has to use the home phone, like the landline home phone, to call people, and he doesn't have a cell phone. And at his job at the school as a janitor, he's asking like the main, like his boss, like the main janitor guy, for keys for like doors and like toilet paper stuff. But they don't really trust him yet. They said like maybe you'll get some keys if you do okay. And I don't know if you noticed this, but at the end of the movie, like it's obvious that they give Palmer keys because they now trust him. They see that he's doing well. But also, as he's walking out of the school, he pulls out a cell phone. Did you notice that? That he finally got a cell phone?
No, I did not. Cause the whole movie he hasn't had a cell phone, and he's like, "No, why do I need a cell phone? I got a home phone."
But yeah, so he gets the keys.
Did not.
And
I did not actually notice that.
Yeah. I mean, the keys, I think, just symbolize that it's their trust that now he's earned their trust.
Yes.
So, and that's the end of the movie. Yay!
It was good. It was a decent movie.
Yeah, that movie was worthy of a 7 for me.
Did you have a favorite scene from it?
Favorite scene? When he beats the shit out of his friends for messing with Sam. I really like that.
You like that?
Yeah. Because he didn't care. And he like got up all up in the cop's face. I like that. He didn't care. Because he was standing up for Sam. And even though he was being violent, he was doing the right thing by standing up for a kid.
I can kind of see it.
Also, when Sam tells that lady off at the store, like that. Those are my 2 favorite parts. What are your favorite parts?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I like when Palmer throws the junkie boyfriend across the room.
Yeah.
I like that part. Yeah, because that's deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting up some kid, gotta beat him up a little bit.
Yeah, I like this movie, but I don't think I would watch it again. Maybe I would watch it again if somebody else hasn't seen it and they're the ones that want to watch it. I probably would watch it again. But willingly, just like, yeah, let's just watch it again just for fun? No, I wouldn't. It wasn't that good. It was good enough for a first-time watch, but
I agree.
not that good for it.
It was good enough to view once.
Yeah.
I would probably not watch it again.
Well, I guess that wraps up this episode. Is there anything else you want to say before we end it?
No. How close we got pretty good. We were pretty close to the time.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching and listening to this episode of the Dead Guy Podcast. And that's it. See you next time. Bye.
Say hello to my little friend.